Picture this. 6 months from today, one paycheck in your house is gone. The mortgage still shows up. The car payment still shows up. The groceries, the utilities, the kids' activities all still showing up. But the income that funded them just walked out the door. That's a reality for nearly 4 out of every 10 American families if their wage earner died tomorrow. I am Ron Siegel, certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. That number is not mine. LIMRA, the Life Insurance Marketing and Research Association, the leading research group that tracks the insurance and financial services industry, just reported that 38% of consumers say their household will be in financial trouble within 6 months if the breadwinner died today. 6 months, not 6 years, 6 months. And here's the cause of that gap. The American Council of Life Insurers says this average American family carries just $197,000 in life insurance. Median household income is around $59,540. Do the quick math. That's 3.5 years of income replacement. The recommended floor is 7. So the average family is walking around with half the protection they actually need on a debt load that includes a 30-year mortgage. Let me tell you why this is a mortgage conversation. Because most people do not connect the dots. When you signed your home loan, you agreed to a 30-year obligation. That mortgage does not care if you are alive. It does not pause. It does not slow down. So whatever life insurance you carry should, at minimum, match the size and the life of the biggest debt sitting on your kitchen table. So let's talk about two choices. Term and permanent. Same goal, very different tools. Term life insurance is temporary protection. You buy a window, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. If something happens during that window, your family gets the death benefit. If the term ends and you are still here, the coverage just stops. There is no cash value, nothing accumulates. The upside is price. Term is cheap, especially when you are young and healthy. That low premium frees up dollars to pay down debt, build liquidity, or fund the kids' college. Permanent life insurance plays a different role. As long as you keep paying the premium, the policy stays in force for life. And it builds something called cash value, a reserve that grows inside the policy at a modest rate of return. I will be straight with you. Access to that cash value is limited, but these policies cost more. But for the right family, permanent insurance solves problems term cannot touch. Estate planning, wealth transfer, final expenses, equalizing inheritance for kids, funding a buy-sell agreement for a small business. Here's where strategy beats rate, always. Shows up again. Most agents try to sell you a product. A certified liability advisor looks at the whole picture. Your income, your debts, your home equity, your retirement accounts, your kids, your spouse's career, your tax bracket. The right answer is rarely all term or all permanent. For most families, it's a layered strategy. A base of permanent insurance to cover the things that never go away. A stack of term insurance on top to cover the temporary stuff. The mortgage years, the college years, the income replacement years. Let me walk you through a generic example. 40-year-old couple, 2 kids, $650,000 mortgage balance, both working. They might layer it like this. A $1.5 million 20-year term policy on the higher earner. A $750,000 20-year term policy on the other spouse. And a small permanent policy on each, maybe $250,000 to handle final expenses and estate equalization down the road. For a lot of healthy 40-year-olds, that whole stack costs less per month than what most households spend on streaming subscriptions and drive-through coffee. But here's the suitability question. How do you know what is right for your family? You start by knowing your numbers. What is your real income replacement need? What is your true outstanding debt? What is sitting in your 401k and IRA that your family could actually touch? What does your household budget look like if one paycheck disappeared tomorrow? This is the gap that quietly crushes most families. They do not know the numbers, so they guess, or worse, they buy whatever the agent put in front of them. One more data point worth sitting with. In 2023, more families bought permanent policies than term policies, but term accounted for roughly 72% of the face amount of all policies issued. Translation, permanent is being sold one policy at a time. Term is doing the heavy lifting on actual protection. That tells me a lot of families are getting sold the wrong tool for their primary need. Now, here is where my lane and the insurance lane connect. And this is the piece most homeowners completely miss. For a lot of families, the reason they are underinsured is not desire, it is cash flow. They cannot find another $200 or $300 a month in the household budget to fund the right coverage, but they have equity sitting in their house doing nothing. If you're a homeowner, there may be a way to use that home equity to help finance the life insurance strategy your family actually needs. Sometimes that looks like restructuring the existing mortgage to lower your monthly outflow and redirect the savings into premium. Sometimes it looks like a wealth builder loan, which is a first lien home equity line of credit that calculates interest on the average daily balance and gives you the flexibility to fund premiums while still attacking principal. Sometimes it's a different tool entirely. The point is this: your home equity is one of the largest assets on your balance sheet, and it can be put to work protecting the people you love instead of just sitting on the sidelines. That is strategy beats rate always in real life. Now, let me be very clear about my role here. I do not sell insurance. That's not my lane. What I do is help you build a household strategy that tells you exactly what kind of insurance, how much, and for how long, and then I help you figure out how to fund it. When the strategy points to a coverage gap, I can introduce you to great insurance agents I trust in this market. Independent professionals who shop your situation across multiple carriers and put your family first. No pressure, no quota, just the right tool for the job. So here is what I want you to do this week. Know your numbers, your monthly budget, your real cash flow, your assets, your debts, your credit, because you can't pick the right insurance, you can't pick the right mortgage, you can't pick the right anything until you can see the whole board. I offer a tool for exactly this. It's called Key Steps. It's a free dashboard that helps you track your credit, your budget, your household assets in one place. Go to rsrlinks.com/keysteps. That's rsrlinks.com/keysteps. Take a weekend, plug in your numbers, finally see your full financial picture. Then let's talk strategy, not just premium. I am Ron Siegel, your certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. Thanks for listening to the Borrow Smart segment, brought to you by rsrwealthbuilder.com, rsrwealthbuilder.com.